Needed enough. What is up with your tail? What is that I feel on your butt? That better not be anything nasty. I swear to God, if it is, we're gonna have a serious conversation. I'm gonna reassess your food. And maybe not a super serious conversation, but we are definitely reassessing what it is we're putting in your body. Because I cannot have you making messes all over my nice clean carpet. Even though it's not like the super cleanest carpet in the world, it's tolerable, if I'm being honest. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the day after Christmas cocktail hour live stream. I am your host, Weebo Jones. I am on vacation, like mega super great on vacation. And we are waiting on Polly. He will be here shortly, hopefully. I think he forgot that we were streaming tonight. But in the event that he decides to show up, then we have another person, and it's a good time. What's going on? What's going on is that I have a small child on my lap right now who is attempting to eat my headphones and being her generally attention whoring self. I gotta say, when I adopted this cat, I did not realize that I would be adopting a shadow for myself. But it has been almost a year. It will be a year in February since I have gotten this cat, and I can safely say that I have adopted a tiny little shadow that follows me everywhere and sits like maybe 2 feet from me everywhere it is that I go within the apartment. It's nice. Can be a little annoying at times, especially when I'm trying to sleep and she is consistently trying to knock these bad boys off the nightstand. Or when she opens up the secret drawer accidentally and starts playing around with everything in there. That's rather inconvenient. Of course it is. And of course she does that. Hang on. Small child, lay down. Lay down. Stop eating that. Nope. Anyway, so. It is what it is. She's doing what she do best. Being a lovable goofball. A dumb, lovable goofball. She almost fell off the table today while I was going through my baking ingredients, making sure I had everything that I needed for the video that I'm filming later tomorrow after I stop the Goodwill. I have plans, you see, before we do the whole YouTube variety show, the holiday variety special that I'm working on. Part of those plans involve doing some variety stand-ins for slots that I could not fill. That's what she said. Because I did ask a whole bunch of people. Some people weren't interested, and some people were interested but had no idea what to do. And some people were interested, had an idea, then lost their idea, and then they're just like, can you just assign me something for which to contribute, and have not gotten it to me yet. So as a result, I am going to fill in some of the gaps with my own internal creative shenanigans, which is a little bit more work for me. It's a shame that I waited so long to ask people for their things. When I started recruiting for this all the way back in September, I thought that was enough time for people to come up with something, September, October, November, December, mid-December. But no, it was not. So now I think, the collaborative efforts are going to have to be even less strenuous for the people that I ask to help with that in the future. Because apparently 2 minutes is too many minutes to ask of people. Not all people. I did get several submissions from people, so that wasn't an issue. The people that were really serious about it. I just either needed to source from a greater pool of individuals or hound people a little bit more between the month of September and December. So it's a mixed bag. I am happy with the things that I did receive, but like I said, if I wanted to do a 2-hour show, I'm gonna have to pad the runtime with some original Weebo content. So I am putting together a bunch of like small little 2-minute thingies, 2 to 3 minute thingies to pad the runtime to make it a true variety show. There's gonna be a lot of variety in the things that I bring to the table. I'm kind of excited about it. I spent most of the day working on some edits for the show, and so I'm very happy with how those turned out. And some of them are also Streamlab donation pop-ups. So if you guys watch AAA, you'll know that each and every individual amount of donation has like a Streamlabs activation where it activates a pop-up. Just some whatever that the boys concocted with their editing prowess. And so they they have these, and I thought, oh, this is a great idea. I'd like to do that too, because I have some like 5-second clip ideas that I have had for a while now, and I'm like, I can't put these in a video, but I can put them in the reaction stream thing and reuse them as that. So there we go. I can do that. So I'm going to do that. So I've done that. I have, let's see, how many pop-ups do I have? Like actual pop-ups. Oh, that's too far back. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 different pop-ups that I can use for this. And then as far as Christmas variety show contributions are, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 contributions, not including my own. So, we shall see. Still waiting to hear back from everybody about their stuff. We have a few last-minute contributors. Because, remember kids, we're doing this on Wednesday. It's for charity. That's the whole point of the variety show, is to do it for charity. Now, I will be doing a kind of dress rehearsal sort of thing on the Tuesday before then. So, on Tuesday, I don't know what time, whenever it is that I figure out how to do things, I'll be doing dress rehearsal. It's not actually going to be me dressed up in all of the shenanigans, and I won't be displaying the variety show clips, but I'll be running through all of the OBS things that I'm programming for this to make sure that everything's copacetic. So you will get to see the pop-ups, but you won't get to see the contributions. I might be putting in some fake placeholder contributions to kind of give an idea of that and how that's going to work, but it's most likely going to just be clips from my videos in years past that I thought were hilarious or that had a little bit more work put into them. So that's that. That's what's happening now. So yeah. Daniel Fulman says variety show and everyone chose procrastination. Yeah. They did indeed. I'm not salty. You're salty. It's okay. Next year, I know what I'm doing for the Christmas charity show. It's not going to be a variety show. If I'm going to have contributors, it's going to be flexible, I guess. Like, I'll give them assignments and I'll have them record voiceover things or whatever, and I'll do the rest of the dirty work. It's fine. It's fine. Patrons and members of the channel have a preview of exactly what it is that's happening next year in terms of content from me, or not exactly what to expect, but an idea of what to expect from me next year in terms of content. I went ahead and I posted the upload schedule for 2022. I'm gonna work to stick towards that, but it's gonna be typically 1 video a month and a few like special streams interspersed in there. Just a whole bunch of fun little concepts that I've been working on. There nothing super like topical in that moment because I can't predict the future. I'm not Cassandra. Duh. But it's going to be things that are broadly topical for what it is that we talk about on the channel. You know, culture, social society, political stuff, inclined towards that persuasion of content. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna have a good time. Anyway, I posted that. And if you want to know what I'm thinking about doing next year for the charity stream, it's posted on that. Join if you are so inclined. But it's going to be a thing that I'm going to like work towards for an entire year. So I'm excited. And if I end up doing the whole like collaboration effort with that, because there is an element that allows me to do that, it'll be a lot easier. It'll be like pulling teeth, but it'll be a lot easier to pull those teeth than not. In my head, I think. We'll see. Before I get too far into the shenanigans, I would like to thank the next 6 minutes for the donation over on the Streamlabs. Don't know if you're into classic gaming, but it gave you a good place to start. Enjoy, and thank you for being part of my 6th anniversary stream. Good times. Terry and Arctur are always fun to hang out with as well. Looking forward to the Repsion collab. Yeah, so the next 6 minutes just had his 6-year anniversary stream. It's funny because I will be having my 6-year anniversary stream in February of next year. So that is also on the list of things that we will be doing. Is we will be doing a live stream to commemorate that spectacular occasion, and hopefully it'll be a good time. The other thing that he mentioned in the Streamlabs was that I have a video out there. There's a Repsion collab that will be going live sometime shortly, either before or slightly after the new year, before January 10th. That was the video that I've been working on. That was due like the 17th of December that I got done, that I posted. It's available for patron members and channel members, so if you wanted to check it out, go that route. If not, you can wait until it goes live on both my channel and Repsion's channel. I don't have an exact date on that. I know that it's coming up. So I'm super excited about that. Maybe now I'll finally be over 10K subscribers. Daniel Fullman says, is there a money goal you would like to hit with the variety show? So last charity show that I did, the infamous show where I waxed my armpits, the goal was to hit 1,000 in 2 hours. No, I think we definitely surpassed that goal in a very short amount of time. I think we made 1,400 in the 2-hour span that we had, but I would like to shoot for at least $2,000 towards a goal, just to keep it realistic. I know it's after the holidays, so everyone's a little bit strapped for cash, so I don't want to be too extravagant with the goal that we're working towards, but I think 2K is a reasonable number to hit. There's no reward for hitting it for anybody. I mean, you won't get to see me shave my eyebrows off because I'm not doing that, but you will feel really great about having contributed to such a great cause and being a part of getting to that cause, I guess. I don't know. It'll be fun for everybody because I'll be enticing people with the videos that the tiny little clips that are going into the variety show. It's 2 hours. I'm doing all the work. Everyone just literally has to show up and throw money at the screen to donate to veterans. So it'll be a great time. I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy doing these types of things, getting the community to work towards a common good, bringing people and their content together to fight the good fight. That sounds so cheesy, but it is what it is, The charity show is no. So the charity show is scheduled for Wednesday, the 29th. I was hoping to do the dress rehearsal the 27th, but I'm going to have to push that back to the Tuesday because I won't get the stream deck until the Tuesday, which was a big part of why we're having it after Christmas, is because I wasn't going to get the stream deck until Christmas or after. It also because I'm not getting it until Tuesday, I have to program everything that Tuesday, hold the dress rehearsal, make sure that everything's copacetic, and then we can do the stream on Wednesday. No pressure, right? Just gonna have to learn a whole new machine in the span of 24 hours. Good thing I'm on break. So that is, to reiterate, Wednesday the 29th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be putting an announcement video out at some point this week, either Monday or Tuesday, depending on when I get all the props situated. And then that will be live on the channel either Monday or Tuesday. It will be very clear about what we're doing, how we're doing it, what the cause is, and probably slightly entertaining as well. So I'm excited for that as well. What else? Oh, yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry post-Christmas stream. I'm glad that you could all make it, that you felt so inclined, so enriched by my presence as to come hang out with me on this fine Sunday evening, the day after Christmas Day. Deeply appreciate it. Daniel Fulman has asked, any violin playing? Yes, there will be violin playing. I will be playing some Christmas Carol songs to help pad the runtime. I have made that decision. I'm going to have to figure out but remember how to play all of those Christmas carols that I used to be able to play on the violin. So, yay! I have to bust out my violin, get my fingers all twitchy and shit. It's okay. I had some practice over the holiday because I got my brother for Christmas, I got him an electric violin because everyone in my family plays the violin. Well, almost everybody. But my brother, he went to college on violin scholarship, and he plans to be entering into the music persuasion. So I got him an electric violin, which made him cry. Well, he teared up a little bit. But I'm still like, Best Sister of the Year award goes to me. Hello? Yes. I'm very happy with that. But I got to flex my violin fingers a little bit over the holiday yesterday, when he was playing it, and he's like, here, pass it around to all of the relatives that know how to play the violin. So we all had an opportunity to try it out because it is a pretty cool gift, despite the feedback control issue. Yeah, that he's going to have to sort out on his own. Good thing it's not me that's going into music, because that's a whole lot of shenanigans that I don't even want to pursue. But yes, I will be recording some very specially some Christmas carols on the violin for everybody, and I will also be doing some singing bits as well. I cannot say if they will not be hilarious or not, but just assume for now that they are. What a bunch of nerds. Yeah, that's right. I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd who can play like 3 instruments and sing. I'm such a nerd. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Anyway, so I hope that everyone else had a happy holiday season, and I hope that everyone else is having a good day after Christmas. Because I am. I had a really nice, relaxing day, all things considered. Like, yes, I know I'm working towards producing the variety show, but I just focused on that, really, which was really nice because I haven't been able to do that since I graduated college. In college, I, funnily enough, had a lot more free time for this kind of nonsense. And now that I have an actual career that takes me out of the house 9 hours of the day, plus all my other commitments, it's gotten really hard to actually be able to dedicate time to things that I'm super passionate about. So I feel really good right now. I feel really, really good. Very happy about that. I am being asked how long do I keep up the decorations. I keep the decorations up as long as our boyfriend will allow. So the answer to that question is, babe, how long am I allowed to keep the Christmas decorations up for?
Whenever the next holiday is.
So Valentine's Day?
Sure.
In February?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of leverage or leeway. You don't sound super enthused with that.
I said it, didn't I?
Yeah, but you didn't say it with gusto. Okay, so I will keep them up until Valentine's Day. Or somewhere around Valentine's Day, I guess. I know last year we kept the Christmas tree up until I think maybe like July, and then we took it down, but only because the lights died. That wasn't all of the Christmas tree. It was just the tree itself with the lights attached, because the lights were attached to the Christmas tree, but the ornaments we took off and put them away. But kept the Christmas tree up because it looked really pretty in our abode, and we decorated it for each of the other holidays that came after it. So it was like a holiday tree, not just a Christmas tree. I got special Easter ornaments to decorate the tree with after the fact, so I thought it was pretty cool. Hold On Show says Christmas is 12 days, and every shop that takes down decorations before then makes me sad. It kind of makes me sad too. I mean, Christmas has a very certain, like a certain aesthetic to it that I try to abide by, because I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm truly in holiday spirit if I have that aesthetic. Recently, for the last couple of years, I haven't been able to achieve that aesthetic because, well, we don't get snow anymore during the holiday season, and it pisses me the fuck off. I mean, it was December 25th yesterday, and you know what temperature it was outside as we were celebrating Christmas? 45 degrees. I could have worn shorts, gone skinny dipping in the middle of Christmas, and I'm not even in Florida. I'm so angry about that. Like, righteously furious. Can I help you, dear? Sorry, Meowschwitz is behind me, being a nuisance. Say hello to everybody. Oh, bye to everybody. She's jangling behind me. I'll probably take their colors off and put their normal colors on before February, Valentine's Day, because they get a whole month of just no holiday colors, because they've been wearing holiday colors for the last three months or so. But yeah, I'm very salty about that. The fact that we didn't get snow this year again. Because I haven't been able to build a snowman, make a snow angel. Well, I mean, I can do that when it snows eventually during the polar vortex of the, second and third month of the year. Because that's when it snowed last year, or this year, I guess. It snowed in the middle of February, and it snowed a fuck ton. Like, it was bad. It was really bad. We had ice sheets that we had to go buy a pickaxe to dig up, and like, no matter how much we shoveled every single day, it still wasn't good enough because it would just re-snow the next day. And it was... It's depressing. Not gonna lie. Super mega ultra depressing. And in Christmas, too. Because I watch all these Christmas movies. And we watch Krampus, for instance, which is, yes, still a Christmas movie, but it's a Christmas movie and it's snowing outside. It's like blizzarding for them. And they can't even see. It's in the middle of an actual, like, blackout that they are dealing with all of the shenanigans, and there's snow everywhere. An overabundance of snow on Christmas. And I can't help but think, why can't I have that anymore? Danny Pullman says, being in Chicago, do you hear gunshots when people celebrate? Not on that side of Chicago, actually. I am in a rather safe area of the Chicago city, I think. Safer than most. Although El Boyfriendo probably doesn't agree. You think that where we live in Chicago is dangerous?
Oh, yeah. Anywhere in Chicago is dangerous.
Yeah, see. Point and case. Proof. Positive. Affirmation. words. Yeah, wow, that was really aggressive. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I did not mean to do that. But yeah, in Chicago, it's not safe, apparently. Nowhere is safe. It's expensive everywhere you go. I know that. Cook County taxes are disgusting, and I hate them, and die. Especially the excise tax, which is most of the reason why I don't drink nearly as much as I did in college. Because when I was in college, right, I was in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Indiana. And alcohol was not that expensive. Ever. Nothing was super expensive. Gas wasn't expensive. Groceries weren't inexpensive. I could feed me and 2 other people twice a week on $40 of groceries. Like, that was 2 dinners for 3 people, and then the rest of the meals for me on $40 every single week. That was ideal. Now, of course, that being said, we're not including the meals that I got for free from the university, because if you really tried, you could probably score a free meal from our university at any single day for any single meal that you wanted if you were paying attention to the going-ons at the university. Because it was like every day they'd have some occasion to host a pizza party or a get-together or a social or have a free food truck somewhere. It was just every single day. No wonder kids get their freshman 15. But also, I had a meal plan. So I had like 14 meals a week that I could use as well. So $40 of groceries plus whatever free food you could score from social events plus the 14 meals that I got just being a student on my meal plan. Plus flex, which is like a certain amount of dollars that you get in your account as a student. Anyway, yeah, it's expensive in Chicago. It's very expensive. Now my weekly grocery budget is like $100. Daniel Pullman, legend has it there are still garbage bags in the hallway of your housing unit. Well, okay, so we left our university pretty lickety split in, oh God, was it March of last year? So March of 2020, because they kicked us out because we were in the middle of COVID, or we just started, having the hullabaloo around COVID. Which, by the way, they let, like, my cousin goes to that school now, and she has been living on campus for the last 2 years since she started, which was the year after, or like after I graduated. The very semester after I graduated, she started up her education at college, and she's been living at the dorms the whole time. So, am I salty that I didn't get the rest of my college experience? Of course I fucking am. But anyway, I digress. We got kicked out in March of the dorms, and I don't know if you guys know anything about like super rich kids at college, but super rich kids that are foreign exchange students are no exception to this rule. But they buy just random shit for their dorms, and then they don't bring it back with them because the effort that goes into traveling with your shit, like all of your shit, everything that films your dorm room, kind of all of your shit, is astronomical. It's a lot of effort for very little return. So they throw out all this stuff that they'd accumulate over 1 year. And it wouldn't be just like, papers and clothes or whatever. It'd be literally everything, from laundry hampers to full-size televisions to furniture pieces, food, just everything. They would just throw it out at the end of the year so they didn't have to bring it back to wherever it was that they were coming from, foreign country. And that's how I got several different articles of clothing, pieces of furniture, etc., etc. It's because I like to go garbage picking, and I had no qualms about grabbing other people's long lost treasures. It's a very cheap, very effective way of getting stuff. So yeah, I guess a pro tip is if you ever feel like you want to go get free stuff, go to a college town right around. Can you get your butt out of the face of people? Right around like the month of May ish, whatever it is that school lets out for that university, because you will accumulate a veritable treasure trove of just things. Of course, Weebo does dumpster diving. I'm a baller on a budget. Not to mention, most of the things that people throw out are perfectly good. Perfectly good. We are a materialist. No, what is it? A convenience economy, I guess. So we buy things to replace the things that we already have instead of buy things to replace the parts of things that we already have that are broken. So like if say for instance your mini fridge compressor goes out, you're going to buy a whole new mini fridge instead of replacing the compressor, which is a lot more cost effective probably if you can do it yourself than just buying a whole new mini fridge. You can always get the replacement parts from anything else. I don't know if it's materialist, but we're very convenient in the way that it is that we go about conducting business about things. No one fixes things anymore. No one's like, I see this thing and it looks really run down and worn out and old, and maybe something doesn't work about it. And they think, oh, straight to the dump. Instead of, how can we fix this? How can we repurpose it? How can we make something new and fresh out of it? And it's very disheartening because that's a lot of waste, I think, personally. It's unfortunate. People, Race Jacob Hobby says Apple computers are built that way, but also so are cell phones. Cell phones are built with planned obsolescence ingrained into the very software that they run. Unfortunately, that is the case. And it's designed like that so as to force you after 2 years to, once you finish paying off the phone after 2 years, because that's the average amount of time that it takes for people to pay off those fucking devices, after 2 years you get a whole new device because you're like, well, this one doesn't hold battery charge anymore, or it's frozen, or take your pick fancy whatever problem. It's not just planned obsolescence, of course. They market the new iPhone Ultra HD XF or whatever, and it entices people to buy the newest device because they need the newest, latest, and greatest in order to keep up with the times. But I'm telling you this right now. So long as your phone can do like the basic functions of a smartphone within a reasonable amount of time, chances are you don't really need a new phone. I mean, I have had mine for 2 years, and the most pressing issue that I have with it right now is like it could hold a charge better is the only thing. And the way that we fix that is we got one of those fancy speedy connection Samsung cables that's supposed to go with it. That's another thing too, right? Is manufacturers have this sneaky way of making you buy the peripherals that go along with their products instead of literally any other peripherals. So for instance, if you get a charger that is a lightning cable but isn't from Apple specifically, and your phone goes through an update, all of a sudden that adapter probably won't work anymore. And the reason why is because Apple will prevent that adapter from being able to actually communicate with the phone in any which way because they've put it through an update that forces you to have to buy the peripherals. Same thing with the dongle, right? They did away with the auxiliary connection because they wanted you to exclusively have to buy that stupid fucking dongle so that you could plug in whatever you wanted for aux. And then also the charging port is the dongle connection area, which is annoying as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Which is part of the reason why I switched from Apple to Android, is because I didn't want to have to deal with that nonsense. So I still have an aux connection on my phone, which is real nice. But then also, I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole gigantic rant about how our modern day culture is one of convenience and the consumerist nature of that leads us to a great deal of waste and over purchasing of products that we might not actually need. But I'm gonna go with the flow. So many dongles, so few holes, says Ray Jacobson. Yeah. Like I said, my phone is perfectly good, with the exception that the charger that I used to use doesn't work anymore very well, or doesn't work as well as it did. Probably because it's old. Probably because the phone has gone through several updates that prevent it from actually taking a charge from that kind of a connection. And probably because the battery needs to be replaced. All of which are fixable problems without me having to buy a whole new phone. I can replace a charger very easily. Very, very easily. And I can replace a battery too. Not nearly as easily, but to a lot less expense than just purchasing a whole new phone. There are YouTube videos that you can follow, tutorials on how to replace batteries for different phone devices, or you can just take it to someone and get the battery replaced for $100. It's still going to be cheaper than buying a brand spanking new Galaxy S67. I'm a grumbly old man about this because I think it's ridiculous. I think it's stupid. I think it's disgusting, and I think that there is some merit in being able to fix things before you just go and buy a whole new thing. Which is why I refuse to just get rid of the cabinets in the kitchen. So the remodeling is done for the lower half of all the cabinets in the kitchen, right? And I posted about that on Twitter, that was the case. And it looks really good compared to above, where it is that I haven't stained the cabinets. And anyone else probably would have probably just gone, rip it all out, replace it with new stuff. I don't care that these are nice birch cabinets. We don't need that nonsense in our life. But no. The other side of that coin is, of course, my landlord would not have let me replace the cabinets because he's very fond of the birch cabinets. So I had to go with the plan B, the least destructive plan, which was to sand everything down, then restain it, and make it look pretty. But yeah, anyone else probably would have done completely differently. Unless, of course, they're one of those budget house flipper types. They would have probably painted the whole kitchen like a nice white color and then taken one of those sticker laminate things and just draped it over the countertop and then put some I don't know, they're fake wood vinyl flooring that just snaps into place and then call it a day. Now that's not exactly what I'm thinking about, but I was going to repaint the countertop with a different color. It's going to look virtually the same, but it needs to get done anyway because I need to fix that crack. Anyway, I'll get confirmation on everything that I can do on Wednesday when the landlord comes over and says, "Hey, Weebo, so about that floor and about that countertop and about your fridge," which, by the way, is ancient. And I have looked at trying to fix that thing. But yeah, he's coming over. We're going to see about some stuff. He really was impressed with the cabinets. and how I went about stating those. He's like, oh, it looks so nice. It looks so beautiful. It looks amazing. Thank you, Weebo. And I went, oh, appreciate that. He was a little bit worried when he walked in the week before and he saw everything that I was doing. And he went, Weebo, what are we doing? What's going on here? Anyway, I'm just rambling a whole bunch right now. I thought that Polly was going to hop on with me. Aw, he's got holiday time. Oof. Okay, so in that case, we'll keep it to the hour slot, which means we have 20 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and I will open it up to question time because as charming and hilarious as I am, I have not planned for an entire show, 2-hour show with just me and you guys. I have brought no materials. I have come completely woefully unprepared. And I have a cat that wants my attention. So we're going to go until 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, and then I'm going to get back onto worrying about the stream on Wednesday. The charity show is starting at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. That is Wednesday, December 29th, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. That is 7 p.m., not 8 m., okay? And I will make an announcement video about it. I pinky swear. But anyway, yeah. Polly's got his family shenanigans going on right now, so unfortunately, he will not be able to make it. As a result, we will be wrapping this up in a little over 18 minutes. So, as a result, wow, I keep saying that, and I don't mean to, unfortunately. It's been a long weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very tired. I'm also distracted by this lovely cat here in front of my face, but we will try to carry on. Question time. No, Polly's not with a lady friend. He's with his family right now, doing family shenanigans, which I totally understand. IRL before URL and all that jazz. So we will leave Polly to his shenanigans and not blame him for it because it's not like you can really help family shenanigans in the slightest. Daniel Fleming asks, thoughts on Biden saying, let's go Brandon? I'd like to know how that happened. I haven't been following it nearly as closely as everyone else is. I know it happened. I just don't know any of the specific details regarding it. And that is because I have, for the last 48 to 72 hours, been fully enthralled with family obligations myself. So I'm woefully underinformed on this matter. I apologize. Anyway. It do be like that sometimes. Oh, you guys will be happy to know that I did my first ever D&D campaign with El Boyfriendo. He was DM, and then we had some friends over for the campaign to engage in the campaign with, and that was a lot of fun. And so we'll be doing it more regularly in the coming year, just as a troop, having some fun. I enjoyed it thoroughly, which means that now I have that experience. I can say I've played D&D. Daniel Fleming asks, how's the ant problem? Babe! How's the ant problem?
They are all dead.
Very good.
I am victorious.
Excellent. They have been genocided to death. W.R. Costin says, IRL is evil. I prefer streams with Weebo. Well, unfortunately, I was not prepared to do a solo show for 2 hours straight. I could do a 1-hour show, no problem, without any preparation. That's not a problem. But I'll start to run out of things to say in about 15 minutes, I assure you. Without any prepared content. Now, that being said, in the coming year, I will be doing a few other live stream shows. Nothing recurring, but there will be a few sporadic, spontaneous, fun things that I want to do. For instance, the anniversary stream, a birthday stream, and then color-coded this, and the Christmas stream. So for right now, that is what I have. Tentatively, that might increase in number, but as for right now, those are the 3 live streams throughout the year that I am hoping to have. One will be in February, one will be in April, and one will be in December. Thank you, Travis Gardner, for the donation over on the Streamlabs. I love your glasses. Everyone else has gone with the big goofy ones, but yours are elegant. Yeah, I noticed that. A lot of people, they get the thickly rimmed glasses or the horn rimmed ones, which I'm not a super big fan of, unless I'm trying to act the part of I don't know, Rita Skeeter from Harry Potter. When I went to my optometrist to get the glasses and pick them out, I spent about an hour in that office just picking out different frames that I liked and didn't like and looking at them. And these were the ones that I settled on because they were the most subtle that I could find. I'm not a big fan of things on my face in the first place, or wearing a lot of jewelry or makeup or whatever, as you can tell. So the understated, barely looking like they're there glasses were really the way that I wanted to go, because you can hardly tell that they exist. My grandmother, she's mostly blind. She doesn't know that I have glasses. So yeah, Black Romeo says you you color coordinated your spontaneous plans. You made spontaneous plans. Did I say spontaneous? Oh gosh, if I did, I apologize. No, I color coordinated my. I think I meant to say sporadic live streams for next year in my calendar. So I have a video task schedule thing in my calendar, and I put little emojis next to the type of thing that it is content wise. Oh, and so for the streams, it's just a gigantic red dot emoji. For the videos, it's like a video filming camera. And then for anything that's like a series video, so for instance, let's see, a hashtag everything is sexist video, because we are getting one of those next year. That'll have a special emoji next to it because I'm a nerd like that. Yes. Oh, it's Boxing Day, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's the day after Christmas. Why do they call it that, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. What is Boxing Day? Even when this falls on Sunday, though traditionally it is Monday 27th. What? Oh, it's a shopping holiday originating in the United Kingdom and celebrated in a number of countries that still form part of the British Empire. The attached bank holiday or public holiday may take place either on that day or 1 or 2 days later if necessary to ensure it falls on a weekend. Boxing Day is also concurrent with a Catholic holiday, St. Stephen's Day. I don't know why. If someone could explain it to me in the chat, I would be very appreciative of that. The Assassin of the Grey says, Weebo Jones, so I should not tell you I still have better than 2010 vision in both eyes then. I don't care. You can. I'm not going to get jealous. I'll probably get laser corrective vision surgery stuff on my eyeballs at some point, just so I don't have to wear this nonsense all the time. It's really inconvenient. It actually gets to the point where this section and this section starts to irritate the sides of my skull because they're pressing in, not like super hard, but they are pressed against my face, and just the existence of them there for long periods of time makes me irritable. I don't know. It's just, I don't like it. Daniel Fulman asks, any Christmas traditions that you wish to come back and any that you wish would go away? Let's see. Christmas traditions. Not really. I'm pretty satisfied with Christmas in the way that it is. At least in my family. I don't know how other people do stuff, but yeah, in my family, I'm a real big fan of the way that we celebrate Christmas. It's always pretty standard. Christmas Eve is the big family party. Christmas Day is the more immediate family party, and we just spend the day existing. I really like Christmas morning. My dad's girlfriend will always make a Christmas morning egg casserole for everyone to eat, and it's always delicious. Very good. I like mixing eggnog with my coffee, so that's a good time too. I do wish that eggnog was a year-round kind of thing that we got instead of just during Christmas and sometimes during Easter. At least I think sometimes during Easter. Unless that was a fever dream, in which case, then no times during Easter. Whatever you do, don't Google Boxing Day. Oops. I already did that. Was I not supposed to? What happens if I Google Boxing Day? Is it just Boxing Day, or I Googled what is Boxing Day, so does that make a difference? I'm not sure. So the next 6 minutes goes, no more librarian, Weebo? No, someday. Maybe not. We'll see. I wish. I don't like these. I wish I could go back to this look every single day. Maybe not exactly this look, because I'm not super happy with the way that I cut my bangs, because I did cut these. I'm thinking no more of this nonsense. I think we're just going to let these grow out and never again cut our own hair. Ever again. I did this on Christmas Eve, thinking it would be a good idea. And now I'm regretting it. It's not that drastically different from what was going on, but I'm realizing now that this was futile. At least it's way too wide to be satisfying. It is what it is. It looks weird with the rest of my hair. Because, okay, so the bangs are, right here. But the rest of my hair is down here. So it looks kind of funky, doesn't it? Just to have this hanging out here, this little tendril, or this little tendril. It looks like I'm growing out bangs, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Doesn't it? I'm not going to be satisfied with my hair until these grow out a little bit longer. Now, what I will say is I think I'm going to go with layers at some point in the future. Oh, no, it's not a girl mullet. Don't say that, Old Man Enfield. That makes me self-conscious. See, I like it when it's casually tousled like this, but if it's, settling in any reasonable way, it makes it look weird. Anyway. Dana Fullman, every woman. I need a change. I will get bangs. Oh my god, what have I done? I did like it in the beginning, but because that was because they were up here, not down here. I cut them from where they were right here to right here. And while I don't absolutely hate it, I don't also absolutely love it. And it does look kind of funky. So I'm either going to have to chop off this and let everything grow out, or just let this be awkward for the year that it will take to grow everything out to here and then cut off 4 inches. Do you see the struggle? Or I just shave my head. I'll just shave it all off. I'll go bald. You guys still love me if I'm bald? Yeah, I wouldn't go as short as a bob. I'd probably get this amount off and then I'd layer it and then let it grow out. So I'd have a really nice shaggy look for a little bit. And I'd be okay with that. That wouldn't be an issue. But yeah, I do want to grow it out so that it's a lot more evenly long. But it's a question of how I want to grow it out. How do I want it to look while it's growing out? That is a concern because it's going to have to be something that I can deal with for the next 6 months or so till my next haircut. So over the next 6 months, I have to be happy with what it is that I'm growing out. And that's why bangs are the worst thing that you can do to your hair if the intention is for it to look pretty standard across the board. Weebo, what is the longest and shortest your hair has ever been? Okay, so the shortest it's ever been was like right at my collarbone. And that was the first haircut, like first major haircut that I ever got in 6th grade. Before then, my hair was the longest it ever was. And that was like right down to my butt. So I'm talking 2 feet of this hair, all uniformly the same length, this color. I am not one of those people that has super drastic hair changes very often, but when I do, they're usually pretty shocking because I've spent like 10 years building up that reputation hair wise. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't look horrible, and I can always hide this whole thing by putting it in a half pony. But then the problem is, you can see my massive 5 head. Love that. You know what's funny? We were talking about this during Christmas about who's got the largest forehead in the family, and it's not even funny because it's so true. I come from a family of large foreheaded people. My brother's got a large forehead. My grandmother's got a large forehead. My cousins all have large foreheads, and like, there's a lot of surface area up here. It takes up 1/3 of my face, and so I was jokingly talking with everybody. I'm like, I wonder who has the largest forehead in the family. What if we measured who would win that contest? We haven't done it yet, but I'm pretty sure it would be me or my brother. I'm partial to my forehead. I like this. I don't mind it. I like my face, the way that it looks. But I like if I wanted to just cut off the top of my head, it wouldn't look like you're missing much, does it? Anyway, that was the whole impetus behind me getting the curtain bangs, is because I was like, I want to see if I can make this less emphasized, the forehead, see what happens, because I was curious, but I'm over it. Sounds like a family of big thinkers. Yeah, we're all very big-brained individuals. Yeah, so you'd measure from forehead, like the hairline area right here, down to the brow ridge, right? So say I were to measure my forehead. I have a ruler. I need...
Hey, goddamn protractor.
Hey, you. I don't make fun of your forehead.
It's because it's an actual forehead.
No, you know what? All right, we're gonna do this. But we're gonna do this right. Let me go get my measuring tape. I hate leaving the audience like this. Okay. All right. Okay. We're doing this. This will be the last thing. The thing that I leave you with in the last 2 minutes of this show, ladies and gentlemen, will be how large my actual literal forehead is. Okay? All right. Cool. Glad we could have this discussion. All right. So if I put it up to my hairline, so right there, then all the way down to like just about where my brow ridge starts, right? Yeah, so it's about 3 inches in height, right? Would you say that? Would you say that, audience? All right. Now, I'm going to compare it to apparently a normal sized forehead. I'm starting at your widow's peak, babe. You're like 2.5 inches. Okay, so my forehead is officially half an inch longer than our boyfriend's forehead is. Yep. Quality content. I'm glad that I could provide you guys with some quality content this fine Boxing Day. Okay, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am leaving you for the evening. I'm going to go work on the prep stuff for the stream. I still have so many things left to do for it, but hopefully everything will work out in the end. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Weebo. This has been Cocktail Hour. I will see you either on Tuesday for the dress rehearsal thing, get your butt down, or on Wednesday for the variety show. Either way, have a good week. I'll see you when I see you, and enjoy the rest of your holiday season. Do you have anything you want to say to the people? No? Okay. No kisses for me. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Hopefully, the otter will be here. Same place, same face. Whatever. You know what I mean. All right. Bye, everybody.